This episode was filmed in front of a live virtual audience.
Who's gonna do the recap? Are we doing that whole dice roll thing?
Excuse me, I'm the DM.
Okay, fine.
Who's gonna do the recap thing? So, welcome back, everybody, to Does a 4 Hit, Episode 1. Last week was a Session 0. That turns out you're not supposed to fight a beholder and go through an entire dungeon on Session 0. I found that out by having a Session 0 where we did an entire campaign in one session. So, yeah. So, welcome to Episode 1 of Does a 4 Hit. Who would like to do a recap of last week? And I will say that when it comes to recaps, if you do a good enough job, I do offer out a DM die of inspiration. Okay, Kate, what's the recap from last week?
Oh, Lord. Okay. Last week, we started out in a city. Let's see what the city name was. Oh, I don't know. It was the festival, the first day of spring. Cara is we began with Cara, who ran into a odd little gnome running around in the market, who is grungy but wearing a very pretty shimmering feathered cloak. Cara followed him into the red light district, where we met a warforge named WF 1989. Yeah. And the gnome's name is Jenan, with the J, I think.
Yeah.
We come across a tavern where Cara finds a known symbol to her for kind of an underground area for all the undesirable characters, I guess. There they find where Baron went on his last mission, and it turns out that it is a part of a mission that Cara's on and Jenan is also on, and WF, with which we have nicknamed Worf. He came with us after we provided him with some essentials.
One cloak. It's an essential.
Yeah.
One cloak.
We went to the ruins. It was just a lavish town in ruins where we found a mirror that showed a hidden doorway. This doorway, which should have been easy, but it was not. Our first attempt to get through, it was blocked, but whenever you hit it, it would kind of dissolve a little bit. So obviously our first course of action is to have the Warforge throw the gnome at it, which in my opinion went really well, actually.
Well, the second time it went well. The first time he did miss and throw him into a statue.
Hey, I lived. This is all that we met. This is what we care about. I lived. Yes.
It was. I mean, either way, I think it was a success in my opinion. Anyways. The second time he threw him at the wall dissipated a little bit, and Cara snuck through, and we realized that, you had to hit and run at the wall to get through. In the ruins, we came across this, it was like a church, so we came into this main foyer where Luke drowned us for 30 seconds, and then we found out that it was a cleansing station, which is
I did
fantastic.
not feel cleansed.
I did not. I felt traumatized.
It's my favorite trap. It's because it's not a trap. It's the greatest.
After that, we run into the church main sanctuary where we hear some chanting. We go off to one room. We find Baron. He's very depressed. We go into the other room. We find a place where, you would collect blood, and it's super creepy. We went into the main room where we found the cultists chanting. We started attacking them because they weren't attacking us. Very scary. We got most of them down except for the last one, I think. And that's when their chanting finished, and they had a, zombie beholder pop up. So that's great for level 1 characters.
It was great.
It's fantastic. It was a good idea into what this campaign's gonna be like, for sure.
Oh yeah, it's Dark Souls.
Baroon dies. I took his poker because I wanted to turn it into a dagger. There was a whole bunch of mirrors around the cultists. What?
You forgot the point where you shot ice knife at your teammates and knocked one of them and almost killed the other.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Everybody.
I don't even remember it. Just asleep for a while.
It's okay. Funny little thing. I was talking to Kupla about this. I'm like, man, she could have used the ice knife when they were all like bunched together, all the priests in a 5-foot area, but she waited until it was her teammates in a 5-foot area.
Yeah, I nearly wiped everybody out in one hit. It was great.
And Baroon got turned into ash. Yes.
Yeah.
This was not
Rip.
nice. This
And
was
Luke
bad.
had to give him some emotional trauma alongside it, and his last words when we get home, which was brutal. Yeah. So then we destroyed all the mirrors because the mirrors had city names on them, and
I
other
think we still had
cultists-
one mirror left.
We have one mirror left.
I don't believe so. I think you guys destroyed the last mirror.
Okay.
That's what I thought. But they had names on them, and I think one of the big ones was Vasselheim.
Vasselheim, Whitestone,
Yeah.
somewhere else, and somewhere else.
Yep. And it seemed like it was like a portal for other cultists to be watching, so obviously we're probably going to be going after them. Then we went into another room straight off the back where it was like some barracks, people were sleeping. I found a stone. Obviously, I touched it. I had a super freaky nightmare in which there's just a stone and big, huge monster just saying, consume, consume, teeth in his throat. He said that he is my future, and then he swallowed me, and now I'm having some sort of seizure fit on the floor. And I think Yenan's trying to steal the,
No, we don't know anything about that.
Are you metagaming
What?
already, Nerdy Cat?
Someone's stealing something?
A few things that you missed. The city that you guys were in was the city of Kymel, and Kymel was one of the names on one of the mirrors you guys did break. It was Kymel, Stilben, Whitestone, and Vasselheim. And yeah, it's not a stone though. You don't know what it is. It's like bone-ish, stone-ish, and it's bright red.
Alrighty.
But
do I get that inspiration?
yeah, I'll give it to you.
Why that was.
You now have a die of DM Inspiration. You can redeem that to... Okay, how I always did DM Inspiration is it's just advantage, where a lot of people do a plus D6. Is there a preference either way?
Well, the rules are roll with advantage. That's
Okay,
it.
so I'm just going to do the advantage.
But it's your game, Mr. DM.
Yeah, that's
Do whatever
I prefer advantage. So, as we now come back to the lovely setting of the barracks underground with I can't remember people's names. Cara knocked out on the floor, grasping her stone. She is out. What do you and Worf do?
I would like to approach her on the ground and say, "Excuse me, miss, do I have your consent?" And then reach and grab the fire poker and try to use it to pry the stone out of her cold, dead hands.
Can I get a strength check?
Unconscious people cannot consent.
17. I rolled a consent strength check of 17.
You are poking out with a poker. She is not releasing it from her grasp.
The poker or the stone?
Oh, you're trying to take this poker?
I took the poker to get the stone,
Oh yeah, you can't get the stone.
but I got the
But
poker.
you have the poker. Yeah, you can have the poker. She's unconscious. She doesn't care about the poker, but she almost unnaturally cannot release the stone.
I do. We should have. We in nomine Patri Filii Spiritus Sancti. Did this work?
It did not work.
Damn.
I want to go over and try just like shaking her awake. Maybe that'll work.
Yeah. I guess do a medicine check. I guess that's medicine.
Medicine? All right.
I mean, hey, a sternum rub is considered medical, and I've done those on people, and that's far worse than what you're doing to her.
I got an 8.
You start shaking her, and she seems to start being agitated awake, but she is currently still unconscious.
Hey, I see that. The ragdoll physics.
Now, Nerdy, can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please? Oh, and by the way, if you guys want to be freaked out even more, you know that disintegration ray that took out Baron? Yeah, that was a roll I did to see who was going to hit. It could have hit any of you.
Nice.
Cool.
Just to let you guys know.
The story of Jenan could have ended before it even had begun.
Could have.
15, I think it was.
17.
You are now like trapped in this inferno of fire, and you think that if you just start crawling, you can get out, but you're sludging through this inferno of Hades.
Stop, drop, and roll.
Do it like a pro. Do you guys do anything to try and wake her up more, or are you just going to wait it out?
I mean...
I've done what I can.
So we have a poke and a nudge.
It was a vigorous shake.
I started talking and I shouldn't.
Am I still wet?
No, because your gleaming coat.
Okay, but is my...
Your loincloth is relatively
wet.
damp, yes.
Okay, I'm going to rip off the loincloth.
No.
And I am going to pat her forehead with my cool, damp loincloth.
Do a medicine check with advantage, because I like it.
You are
I like it.
one.
I'm here for it.
16.
Nerdy cat. You are in this inferno, but you're feeling like moisture tapping on your forehead. It's giving you such sweet relief to where you have some part of reality to grab onto to come back.
Ball sweat. Cool.
Hey, no, it is cleansed. We went through the ritual. It is cleansed. It is okay.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw, Nerdy cat, with advantage, I guess?
We were just fighting. Yeah.
Nasty.
You don't know it's nasty yet. I hope you know that he doesn't have to kneel down to do this, so he's just standing there in front of you.
I'm presenting.
22.
You wake up groggy, and you see this tender-hearted gnome patting your forehead, medicinally waking you up. And if you have half sense about you, which you do at this point, you will see that berry and twigs are just there. And now you're questioning what this cloth is.
On.
What happened?
Was it good for you?
What are you wiping? What are you doing?
I am helping you. You fell.
Get this off of me. Get it off. Get it off. Get off. This is disgusting.
I'm
Get
sorry.
away. Get back. Did you just put that on my face?
You're awake. I fix you. I am
He
doctor
did.
now. Jenan, the doctor.
I vote to ban Jenan from all future medicine checks.
I second that vote. I think I'm gonna go back to that cleansing area. And I'm gonna make it a 60-second bath after that one.
But you are alive. I fix you.
What's in that stone?
Yes.
Do I still have it in my hand?
Yes. Unnaturally, you've pretty much dropped everything in your hand but that when you fell over.
I dropped the stone as quickly as possible.
All right.
I put my loincloth
Don't
back on.
touch it. Do not touch that whatsoever. Put your pants back on.
Okay,
I
it's
wonder if
okay.
I could touch it.
No one should touch that whatsoever. What happened? What happened?
I do not know. I was looking at dust bunnies. I turned around. You're on ground.
You fell.
How long was I out?
Minute? Maybe?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Yes.
Yeah, a couple of seconds to a minute. It wasn't very long, but nerdy to you, it was excruciatingly hours long.
What happened to you?
There was this creature, and there's something there's something bigger about all of this than just the cultists.
Maybe perhaps we should
beat it.
search around. We scour for any more clues and then get the heck out of here. Let us find somewhere nice, refreshing. We can all drink. You forget that what happened earlier. We talk.
I agree with you, and we need to get out of here.
But the stone, are we going to leave it for someone else to find?
Oh, no. No.
We need to take it.
Can we
But
put it
I'm
back
not
in the
touching
chest
that
that it was in? Can, like clamshell, pick it up that way, not touch it?
It did come with a velvet cloth that it was wrapped in.
I thought it was in a black chest.
In the black chest was a velvet cloth.
Okay.
It was wrapped in.
We put it in the cloth. We put the cloth in the chest. We snap it closed. I'll tie it shut with my loincloth. It'll be good.
No. That stays on.
Okay. Okay.
I will take that chest.
I don't want anything to do with it. And I immediately already start walking towards the door.
Okay, we agree, so we do it. Can I roll perception to search for anything else in here? Investigation?
Yeah, roll a perception check. Or actually do an investigation. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Oh, 5. More dust bunnies.
Well, you when you start investigating, you see things like beds and walls and a ceiling and a floor. Things you've noticed before when you walked in here, but for some reason you stared at them a little longer than usual.
Let us go, little one. Let's follow the nice lady out.
Okay. We agree, so we do it.
So who is picking up the stone and wrapping it in the cloth and putting it in the chest?
I am not touching it. I am a clamshell.
We throw the velvet cloth on it and then pick it up and put it in the chest.
All right, and who is carrying this chest?
I am.
Okay. All right, what do you guys do?
Leave.
Vanamos.
I'm out the door already.
Out the way we came in.
As you guys are walking out, you see the shattered pieces of mirror, and you see the nameplates next to them. You see the now melted pile of bodies that once was a stack of bodies turned into an undead beholder, and then now melted little.
That's so much.
Just making him your slave and bringing you
You're so
soda.
cute.
This is why you have children.
Yeah, it is. Can your dog do that? No.
You can bring me your toy. See, she does that. She knows how to bring me toys.
Creepy child. My chat just says creepy child.
Just in the background, just staring. Was that your wife saying that?
Yes.
And then you guys make your way past the pile of dust that was once Barun. That someone likes to call Baron.
His name is Baron. He said, B-A-R-U-N. Baron. This is his name.
You make it into the cleansing chamber. And as you guys get through it, you notice that the way out is locked, and you assume you have to go through the lovely experience of drowning once more.
Okay, so
All for it this time.
character aside, when I read that name, I legitimately thought it was Baron. An odd spelling of it, admittedly, but I thought it was Baron.
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 You
My name is
guys,
Jenan. Baron makes sense.
a lot more calm this time. Just being filled all the way to the brim with water. You all float except for Worf, and he just chills at the bottom. You guys don't panic, and the process seems so much quicker. Like before, it seemed like it took an eternity. This time, it was just quick. It was over, and then the door leading into the chapel is now barred closed, and the one leading out is now open.
I cannot wait to cosplay in a loincloth.
Are we gonna meet up and cosplay?
Please do it.
Yes. I mean, hey, if we're gonna have complete disclosure, right before the stream started, I did see Mr. Koopa take off his pants on camera.
Sounds pretty hot.
It was. I was all for it.
I did drop trowel. Pants were around ankles. Can confirm.
He literally went to his door, threw down his pants, and then shuffled out the door.
I was getting in character.
Why?
I was becoming one with Jenan.
You guys make it out into the basement of the chapel. What do you guys do from here?
We
Go to city.
Can we go back the way we came in and go through the weeds towards the sewer, going that way?
What time of day is it?
It
How
should be
long-
night.
As you guys, you guys did have a long rest in the basement. It is now morning. It is around 8 a.m. in the morning. Oh, I thought you were pointing at me. So as you guys emerge from the basement, you do see the sun starting to rise. It's about halfway up in the morning sky. So you guys do know it's a little bit cooler. It's still in the morning. The illusionary door is still there, but this time you guys know you just hit it once relatively hard and it dispels for a few seconds. You guys walk through. Is there anything you guys are wanting to do one last time in these ruins before heading out?
Need a drink. A solid drink right now. It has been one of my worst mornings.
I mean,
All right.
I don't think there's anything. Jenan is just concerned with getting out of here. I wish to get home.
So if you guys were to let me know your marching order, please.
I'll go first.
I am side by side.
I guess I'll take up the rear with the box.
I have little legs, but I try to keep up.
And you guys are cutting through fields this time, or the same way you came back to the sewers, correct?
Yes, I mean, it is like when you're trying to find your car in parking, your wagon in parking spot. You go back same way.
What are you guys like? Briskly running, just taking your time, walking, trying to be stealthy? What are you guys doing?
If Jenan runs too fast, the grass tickles. So
I think we're just walking right now. I'm sure I'm gonna be pretty weak still.
Yes, you are still feeling groggy.
Yep.
Can I get a perception check from the party, please?
No.
Love when he says that. Where's my perception?
I got a 4.
15.
Oh.
Oof. I got a 7.
I will say, what the roll with black? Oh, Cara, whenever you roll, it's all black because you use a black die, and it confused me for a second. Worf, I will say that you are a little distracted by the sight that you saw back in there of a grown man exposing himself to you. Grown man. Sorry. Your brain is a little bit fogged at the moment. You don't see shit. But Jenan, as you are marching along, prancing, and the grass is tickling your balls because you're that small, you do actually see what seems to be a few groups of soldiers just patrolling around fields. You see big groups on the road. It seems to be that this group is looking for something. Several groups walking around.
I point them out. Shh. We must be extra quiet. This means not even secret hidden song. Just follow the ferret. We will make our way out, quietly avoiding the soldiers.
All right. It does take you guys a couple hours to make your way towards the castle, and as you guys are making your way, the guards seem to be getting thicker and thicker. Actually, no.
Thick with two C's.
Worf, make sure you have your hood up right now.
Great idea.
As you guys are not too far from the main road, you do see that this is a heavy traffic road. There are hundreds of people walking this road right now, as it is still the second day of the 4-day festival of the first day of harvest.
I have no hood. I have a cloak. It's shimmery. It's bright.
Your cloak
but
has
I
a
have
hood.
no hood.
Your cloak has a hood. It's just bright peacock colors.
This is
Very
how I
conspicuous.
attract a mate.
As you guys approach to where you exited, you do see a small group, 2 guards and 2 dogs walking around the sewer entrance where you guys left originally. It does seem like they're on a patrol, walking a beaten path.
I am going to sit back, enjoy a pickle, watch and wait until, the time is right to approach the door without being seen.
Did you say enjoy a pickle?
Yes, there's a barrel of pickles over here. You just reach in and you grab one. They have them all over the city. There's just barrels of pickles. I mean,
Barrels of pickles.
it's free
I
range
did
pickle.
not notice.
So do you guys wait until the guard has passed to enter into the sewage, or what are
Yes.
you guys going to do?
Not into the sewage, next to a sewage adjacent.
Sewage adjacent tunnel, okay.
Yes.
It does take only a few minutes, as it does seem like there are multiple groups that are circling the castle at the moment. After you take a few minutes, you guys wander into
The second day of the first day of the 4th day festival of the harvest.
the second day of the 4-day harvest. This is the
Okay.
first day of spring. Okay, on the 3rd month of the year. If you guys want all 4 numbers.
Yahtzee!
But under what sign? That's the important part.
They're all
It's,
Capricorns.
Ooh, not okay.
Not okay.
That is my line.
Hey, I'm a Taurus, so we get along with everybody. Except for other Tauruses. Fun fact, my wife is a Taurus.
This tracks.
All right.
Okay, so we're in the sewers. I am.
Yes. You guys have made it to the sewers. Can I get a perception check from everybody?
13.
23. I'm apparently awake now.
Nah.
Okay. Some people kind of notice, but Cara, you especially notice. You're walking into the entrance of the sewer. When you were leaving, there was a Kenku that greeted you. There is no one here at the mouth of the sewer.
I immediately stop everybody else. I don't think we should go in.
Then where do we go?
We might have to go through the city gates, but something's not right here. There's always somebody stationed here.
Is there no other way in? The gates are not exactly friendly.
Not that I know of. I don't have all the information of Kymel, but
Do a history check.
okay. That's a good
Kymel is relatively well known, renowned.
Okay. Yeah. Got a 2.
2. So basic knowledge from Kymel. It's a casino town, and they like humanoids. The closer to human, the better.
Yep.
That's what you know.
The only other thought is we could try a different sewer entrance, but I don't know enough to get us back to the tavern, and this right here is not right.
We're not in the city gates? City walls? Or are we in the city walls?
You guys are on the side of the city where there is a sewage entrance through the walls.
I mean, we can hide in a barrel of pickles, or we can go this way. I don't see it. Did we have any other choice?
Love to see you hide in a barrel of pickles.
Oh, you said the
He's
wrong
about
thing.
the size of a pickle.
They do not call me the gherkin ferret for nothing.
So where are you guys positioned? Are you guys in the sewers,
I
or are
thought
you
we
guys
were in
standing
the
outside of
sewer
it?
because we had to bolt to
Like
get past
just
the
inside.
Just
guard.
inside.
Enough to hide, but enough to notice that there's no scout there. So either we take our chances in here or we take our chances at the gate, but I can tell you right now something's not right here.
I mean, I defer to you. The ferret is not. The ferret is good hiding, or we go in. But either way, we need to find a place to rest. I'm a little busheled from, the fighting the eyeball of death earlier.
If we go to the gate, my only concern is how to get the chest in. What would we do with this chest?
The chest. I'm not worried about the chest. I'm worried about Mr. Scrap Iron over here.
I'm worried about the chest. We don't know what this is.
I don't know what this is either, but it hurt the tall lady, so...
Right.
Well, if we go through the sewers, we need to be prepared.
I mean, I am
The amount of
prepared.
guards that are out right now, the chances are that the tavern could have been found out, or there may be still guards searching the area. With Worf here, it might be our best bet, though.
Okay,
I'm
what
sorry.
is your plan?
My plan.
Yes.
It's up to you, Worf.
You're the
I'm
one.
not
You
the
have
fit
the
to make
chance. You
decisions.
make the decisions.
Cara, as this conversation is going on, because you do have the highest passive perception, you hear guards returning on their route towards this section.
By now, Worf, we gotta go.
Let's go onward and upward.
Sewage it is.
We start entering the sewage.
As you guys enter the sewage, it is not unfamiliar, but very unpleasant smell, as this is a very large city of 60,000 people. They are partying hard with so much alcohol and bad food that you can tell
Hey,
in the
Worf.
bowels of the city.
It's getting a little deep in here. Can I ride?
Yes.
I think you're telling me to get off. I was like, I'm not even on you yet. Okay.
Come here, little one.
I do assume you guys are entering relatively. We lost
Uh-oh.
Garcon.
Dog did something. She was jumping up, and that was the last thing I saw.
It also rearranged all of our cameras. Oh, he's back.
My apologies.
What? I don't know what happened.
She hit the webcam. She hit the webcam connection on my computer. Monster.
I had an out-of-body experience there for a second.
Literally, all the cameras moved over one spot. So Kupla was mine, I was yours, you were Caitlin's.
Oh, no.
We just all moved. Can I get a group stealth check as you guys are wandering through this, the side of the sewage that is now presenting itself?
Dun, 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 dun.
I think I got a 1.
I will say, Jenan is
so bad.
very. If someone were to see Worf, they would not see Jenan on top of him. But unfortunately, Cara and Worf are. Cara is just absolutely staggered from her out-of-body experience with the new stone they found, and Worf is a metal machine hitting rock. You guys are not quiet at all. People can hear you from miles away.
Miles.
Miles.
Wow.
That was a natural 1 and a 5, guys, for those
It
at
was
home.
not a natural 1. I rolled a 2, but I have a -1.
Oh, I do apologize.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
He ran away because he had naked gnome on him.
As you guys venture forward, who is taking point on this nice expedition? I assume you, Cara.
I am
because
taking Worf.
Yeah, I'm taking point.
All right. You don't remember it being this confusing. It was a lot easier when there was someone guiding you the way through this sewage system. But it is a giant town, and you are making your way through, and you get to a point, you're like, is it left or right? And you're pretty sure it's right. So you keep wandering through. Eventually, you get to a crossroads. Can I have a history check, please, to see if you remember the way back? That is a 13. You're pretty damn sure it was 3 lefts and a right, not
She
3 rights
starts
and a
turning
left.
left. I point right. I point right.
You make your way a little farther, and after about 20 minutes or so of walking, you do get to what used to be the tavern.
This is
Can
why
I
we
do a
can't have nice
perception
things.
check to see if I hear anything?
Yeah, you can do a perception check to see if you hear anything. It is all very dark right now.
What did you mean used to be?
This.
Now I get a nat 20. It's great.
Holy shit.
What do I notice?
With a nat 20, and I assume you have dark vision.
Oh, yeah.
There is none of the torches are lit anymore, and all you can hear is the rushing water, rushing sewage flowing by you, and the sloshing of all the goo coming off of our dear little gnome as his clothes are self-cleaning themselves and dripping onto the floor behind you. It is dead quiet here. As you can see, barely that there are still tables there, but one or two of them are knocked over. The chairs seem to be misplaced, but no one is here.
I get the other two and I say quiet. Well, I mime quiet and then stay here. And I stealthily creep into the room, looking for danger or anything.
There doesn't appear to be any danger. It looks like most of what you would call possessions were confiscated. The utensils that were used as cups have been broken on the floor. The so-called expired ale has been punctured with an axe and is now just drooling onto the floor. The bulletin board of papers has been disheveled. You do spot one thing with that roll. You do spot the symbol that means hope and safety that you are so used to. The underground, the rebellion symbol has been crossed out, and it has an arrow on it.
This is
I
this
wave
way.
the other guys forward. Yeah.
With a strange symbol.
Something. Would I know what that symbol is? What the
Yes, I do believe so. Because you are part of the underground and one of the more prestigious members of it. You do know that in cases of emergencies, they will, if they have to run away quickly, they will, as fast as they can, draw a direction on which they are going. The confusing part is because it has to be quick. You don't know if it's pointing to the tunnel, if it's pointing to west, if it's pointing just to the right, keep going. But you do know it's a symbol of we left and we're going this way.
Onward, my noble Worf. I should have named you Steve.
Somebody found the mount. We need to get out of here pretty quickly.
Lead the way. I can move much faster on my mechanical friend here.
The streets right now are probably going to be too dangerous. There's going to be a lot of guards in this area. I think... You see this arrow here?
This
This
arrow.
point-
This one?
It's pointing in the direction that they would have gone.
Okay, then I do believe we should take door number this one and go with the way of the arrow.
Well, it could be into the tunnel. It could be westward into the city. I'm not too sure.
Couldn't be pointing at that barrel of pickles.
You guys notice there is a barrel of pickles in this room that has been untouched.
You can investigate the pickles, and we can do the real job of investigating everywhere else.
We might see more symbols if we go in the tunnel further.
Okay,
And
I say we follow the tunnel.
if we
We
don't,
follow
then
the
we just
arrow,
have to
we follow the tunnel, we can check out the pickles later.
You sure you
want to take a few with us?
I take some pickles.
You take a handful of pickles. As with everything that was brought down here, these are relatively expired pickles, but to your knowledge, kind of the fresher expired kind.
The good vinegar. Yes, and very malt. You know what would be good with these? Some good ice cream.
Don't say that in a sewage, please. You already did soft serve last week.
Well, let's make our way through the tunnel. If we don't see any more symbols, then we might have to chance the city. But we need to figure out what happened to these people first.
As the group starts venturing down to the tunnel that is leading west out of this little area, you guys come across various little campsites that people have been, little areas where they have been shacking up, destroyed, and you continue down.
Is there
it's
any
a really
signs of like a lot of feet coming through quickly in mass, or is it just kind of hit and miss?
Do a perception check.
All of us?
20.
Just him. A dirty 20?
Dirty 20.
With a dirty 20, it's hard to tell how many people came through here in mass. It is stone. It is a relatively commonly walked path in this area, so not much dust. But you do notice things that seem out of place. Scratches on the stone where you assume swords have been swung. A few drops of blood that seem to be on the floor. A few pools. A few arrows that are just broken in half everywhere. It seems like there was a fight and it was going this direction.
They looks like there was a not quite a firefight, but a very big scuffle. Yes, we follow.
Something was following them.
It do appears it may be more of someone's that were following them.
As you guys are venturing down, there are some twists and turns, but you guys try to stay true to the direction. If you come into a three-way split, you continue going down the same path, hoping that you can find more symbols. None seem to present itself. But who here has dark vision?
I do.
I am so sorry, Worf. You do not.
I don't think I do.
Jenan and Cara, you do see what appears to be something laying down 60 feet ahead of you in the tunnel.
Is it? Do I see rags? Do I see skin?
It is so hard to tell. You see shades of gray at this distance. You just see a pile of something.
Is that a big rat?
I rush up to the pile.
You rush up to the pile? All right, and what do you do when you get there?
I bend down to touch it to see if it's one of the people from the tavern.
It was at this moment.
As you approach the pile, you do see it to be a cloak with several arrows piercing in its back. As you roll it over, you recognize it as the Kenku that was guarding the other gate.
Oh, I walk up. Oh, this bird is expired.
There's a dead bird.
Yes.
I take the arrow out of its back. I check its pulse too.
You want a torch? Or you can't see? You telling
I
me?
cannot see.
Do you need a torch?
Me?
That would be great.
Okay,
Do you have a
You
torch?
have a torch. I give you a torch.
I have torch.
I know I have torch.
I should really
Do I
figure out what
get
I
any
have.
pulse?
You do not. It appears that it has been expired for quite some time.
I take the arrow back and toss them over. And then I put it on its back and wrap its cloak around it. Make sure its eyes are closed.
Take it that this bird is past expiration date.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I stand up. They must have gone this way.
They must have been still fleeing this way. And I continue to push forward.
As you push forward, you guys continue down the way, and you start to come out towards a grate that leads out of the west side of the city, where you do see some symbols on the wall with an arrow continuing pointing in the same direction.
Okay, let's follow it, I guess.
Can we see the city through the grate? Is that what you're saying?
See the city through the grate? No, you are underneath the city. The city is on top and behind you. This is leading. You have passed completely under the city.
Okay. I point at the symbol. Let's just keep going, guys. And I keep moving forward.
All right. As you guys keep moving forward, you hear, not too far away, "Hey, there's more!" As you guys never checked for guards when exiting.
Wait, we exited? Where the hell did we exit?
You were talking to your kid. Don't worry about it.
Killed by a toddler.
Let me pull up the city map on Owlbear. If you guys still have that, let me send you the link.
Oh,
It's SPG.
Yeah, the code is SPG. How do I invite people? Invite people. Here we go. All right, there's the link to that, and I will do this. Hopefully it still works. Haha, oh, that did not work. Oh, why is there 2 Koopas?
Is it caps lock SPG or just lowercase?
Yeah, caps lock XPG.
Okay. This is fine. This is good, yes. And D&D map. Hey, look, and we're all in the right place.
Oh, we're not in the right place for me.
what?
Then you have to get on my level.
Yes, get
I
on
do
our
appar-
level.
I do, apparently.
Gobble.
Oh, no. Oh, gosh. Guys, technical difficulties. Nah. There we go. And then... Oh. Oh, no, not that. This. There we go. I got it, guys. Guys, I got it. It's fine. Hey, guys, I got it.
You got it? You sure?
I'm fairly certain I got it now.
Do you have
Aha.
it?
I have it.
Is it
Oh,
secret?
right. Is it safe? So if you do you guys have the map pulled up? Can you see my little indicator?
I have
Right
the
here.
map pulled up.
Oh, we can't see that. It's
yeah.
faint, but
It's very faint. It's up
See
by
it?
this Vod Umgor, the echoing
Can I?
caverns.
Here, let me change my color to this. Can you guys see this?
it's still faint. Can
Still
you like
faint.
make it thicker? Like a thicker line?
I don't think so. That's as big as I can get it.
Okay. Wow.
So if you guys recall from the other week, you guys came up into this area right here, to which you guys took.
Holy.
Oh, this is a huge map, by the way, guys. That's a token.
That
It's a
didn't-
token?
Yeah, that was a
Oh.
token that someone put in. So as you guys came down here and you guys walked through, you guys came to about this area on the map where the center of the tavern was, and you guys walked all the way down south to around here, where you guys exited before.
So this is the way we came
Wow.
in this time.
And so you guys came in from here, walked up to where the tavern was, and then have been heading west. And you guys are around right here,
That's
exiting
east.
out.
Oh, we're exiting the city. Oh, okay.
That's east.
Sorry, west, exiting the city around this direction right here,
Around the
where
foundry.
around the foundry, where the wall is.
I do believe that
Huh.
Luke also needs to do the whole left and right.
Okay, ask Mr. Kupla. Whenever we play anything, I get east and west confused every time.
He gets left and right confused every time.
It's fine. I'm fine, guys.
It's dyslexia.
Oh, what'd I do? There we go. So you guys are now where the sewage would come out outside of the city,
By the foundry.
by the foundry, where you guys have now encountered some guards. What do you do?
Hello, my sons.
Are they
Yes, Garson.
I was just gonna ask, are they like charging at us with like their weapons drawn, or are they just?
They're approaching you. Yes, but it doesn't seem with murderous intent.
Okay.
Not with. Hello, my sons. My name is Father Jenan. We have been lost. We have been trying to find our way to the fields, but we are on a pilgrimage for the great Lord Uthgar.
Yeah, I definitely am going to need a deception check on that.
Sure. Hold on, I need to pull up.
As they approach you, you see that there is two guards, what appears to be two normal guards, what appears to be a third who is an officer of sorts, and they have two wolves that they are walking around with.
You sure it's a deception check?
I'm fairly certain that you're lying to them.
Are you sure it's a deception check?
Fairly sure.
I take it does a 2 hit.
They know you're lying out your ass. What are you guys doing?
We can
What are you guys doing?
I apologize for my little friend here. He has some, gnomes. Just some things going on up here. We got lost in the city, to be honest. And I was wondering if you might be able to help us.
You got lost in the city?
Yes.
And ended up in the sewers.
It was a very
Yeah.
shitty trip.
There was this I came across a tavern, you see, and my servants here, they have no idea where we are. So we decided to go in because I had no idea where we were either, and I was hoping to find somebody to ask, and there were some creatures there, horrifying creatures. And trying to get out of there as quickly as possible, we went through a tunnel, and next thing I know, we have been down in the sewers for days.
Deception check.
Almost fooled me.
I was getting caught up in that, like, oh, is that what we're doing?
Yeah, that would happen.
Rewriting the story. Oh, that's good.
I'm still stuck on a servant.
I'm carrying
Right.
the lady's personal belongings in this chest.
Are you does everyone want to do a deception check? Is that what we're doing here?
Can I do a persuasion check? Because I'm also trying to...
I didn't hear a word she just said.
She asked for a persuasion check instead of deception. No, you're not persuading them. You're fucking lying to them. There was none of that was true.
Apparently I'm still tired because I can't roll very well.
Right. So what you're saying is you got lost in sewers for days and you all look fine.
Yes, we were looking for Baron.
I always
show
look
him the
like
letter.
this.
Show him the letter.
Yeah, I haven't seen Baron in a few days. That guy keeps stumbling into the guardhouse asking if we've seen his daughter every single fucking
Get the letter.
day.
We were looking for him. This is the truth.
Why would Baron, a good guy as he is, want you guys to find his daughter?
Because you wouldn't help.
We helped. She just wasn't where we looked.
You see, I am from the great house of the ferret, and wherever there is
Does he
trouble,
always
the
growl
ferret
like
is
that?
there. Yes.
Only when he's hungry.
You say it has been days. A very shitty trip, but the pickles were delicious.
All right. You guys seem fine to me. But suspicious as hell walking out of the sewer during a festival carrying a really expensive chest.
It is the lady's chest.
It is my chest.
I give it to her.
You gave it to her. Where
Yes,
did you get the fucking chest?
I am from the house ferret. And I show him my degree.
We're gonna have to look in that chest.
You do not need to look in the chest.
Just
I'm gonna
lady
look in this
undergarments.
chest.
No,
It is okay.
How can I?
it's
Wait.
ladies' undergarments. You do not need to rifle through the ladies' clothes.
To be clear, I give her the chest, not what is in the chest.
You know I don't believe a single word you guys have fucking said.
This is the truth.
Wait, what, Kate?
How can I persuade?
Give me your best shot.
Yeah.
2 people in a row have lied to this guy's face. No. Don't roll yet. No. Don't roll.
Okay,
I want to
okay.
hear you persuade first.
Yes.
You have inspiration.
As my friend, the Iron Forge here, has said, this is my private things. And I would very much appreciate you not exposing that to all the gentlemen here.
And we were
I
lost in the
appreciate-
sewers, so these are clean currently. But opening the chest might make it gross and dirty, which is expensive to clean.
Do you know what I'd appreciate? Give me a persuasion check. I was going to give you disadvantage, but if you use your DM of inspiration, you can just have a straight roll. Disadvantage for you guys literally lied to him 3 times in a row.
It's ACOB, man, ACOB.
I'm afraid to see what she rolls. I'm so afraid.
I rolled a 10. Well,
Well, that's a perception
That's
check.
Oh, was that a perception? Whoo! I clicked the wrong thing. Woo! Okay, we're good. Where's my persuasion?
It's below
Below
perception.
Found it. Oh, that's better.
Okay, 23.
Let's go.
Listen, I understand you don't want your lady bits paraded out for the fine gentlemen. I understand that. Do you see the issue I'm having here?
Why, yes.
You come out of the sewer, with a gnome and a fucking rock, carrying a really expensive chest during a festival. I'm not one who necessarily agrees with the current politics of the city, but there is a stigma against undesirables during this time.
What? You did not tell me you were a rock of the evening.
Thieving the good-natured gamblers and the good salespeople of this town. We can either take you guys in, or you can just let us look in the chest.
Though, why would we steal anything if we're here to help Baron?
Why would you lie to me about running through the sewer for days?
Because we are not human.
Why are you asking? This feels like intimidation to me.
Well, if you must know, a group of your undesirable friends decided to have what they called a cannon protest in the middle of the streets during one of our most famous festivals. Our dear leader thought that it was ruining the spirit, and we had to round them all up.
What is
There's
a
been
cannon
some...
protest.
What is cannon protest? Yes.
It's just what they call making a big noise. They were just shouting that we were treating them unfairly.
And were you?
Well, it's not up to me.
As an officer of the law, you do have some part to play in treating people fairly.
Yes, and when the law says I don't have to treat them fairly, that's where it gets a little stickler. As I said, I didn't grow up in these parts. I don't necessarily agree with the politics.
Worf, shh.
Then don't treat
Shush.
us
Shush, Worf.
fairly and
Shush.
let us leave.
If you would have gotten captured by any other guard here, you would have been attacked or in shackles at this point. I humored you guys with a conversation.
Should be
You know what?
great.
Hold on.
GA.
Time out. Can I cast Minor Illusion?
Yes, you can.
I would like to cast the illusion of a cloaked person carrying a golden chest running.
All right. cast it, is there anything about minor illusion that there's a DC save or anything?
You create a sound or an image of an object within range that lasts for the duration. The illusion must end if you dismiss this in action. If you create an image of an object... Oh, I guess I can't create a moving image, so it's just got to be a sound. Can I...
You can create an object such as a chair.
I don't want a chair to be running by, okay? So can I have the sound of a woman screaming away from us?
Yeah.
Not from down the sewer, but from behind them where they came from.
Yes. And there's no DC save or anything like that?
If a creature uses its action to examine the sound or image, the creature can determine that it's an illusion with a successful intelligence investigation check against my spell save DC.
We'll say it only has a range of 5 feet. Or, sorry, 30
the range
feet.
Area is 30 feet.
Yeah. So, yeah, you can definitely do that. They would... Are you gonna cast that?
I'm going to cast that.
All right. As you do, the guards and the dogs all turn around, and as they hear the scream, they look at you and they look at the sound and they start walking that direction. Now, don't move. We're going to be right back. And they're going to walk off that direction.
Now's our chance. What are we
I
doing?
say we move. I say we move.
Do we go back in the tunnel?
What's around us, Luke?
You guys are faced with either the tunnel behind you, or you guys are outside of the walls right now. You guys, outside of the walls, here, let me pull up the greater map of the city.
Ooh.
Let me go back to this. So outside of, why did that move? Outside of the fine city of Kymel, you will see just open fields leading towards, back towards like southwest. Southwest is where you guys came from with the ruins, and then to like the northwest is mountains, and then just forest from there on out.
But there's nothing immediately around us that we can duck, dive, dodge, dip, or anything into besides the sewer.
Unfortunately, if you guys made a run for it, it would be across open fields.
Is there 3 conveniently sized barrels of pickles?
You do see 1 barrel of pickles that has been smashed. It was thrown from the sewer.
So we either run back into the sewer or we run north.
What direction is the smashed barrel of pickles?
That was for flavor. It is just thrown out of the sewer.
Okay. Well, we need to go west to follow the arrow direction. So, Warforge, pick up that gnome again.
All right. Let's run for it.
I consent! And we go!
And we book it.
Yep, you guys book it. As you do, you do see that they turn around and start chasing after you for a little bit, but they do lose interest relatively quick. You guys are not really worth their time.
I agree.
I agree.
Okay. Okay, so we run west. We run towards the ivy-hard thicket.
All right, so as you guys are running west, you do see through these fields there are several little mini paths that people have sprinted through. You do see various things like belongings, satchels, a tent that's fallen off. People have just dropped their belongings to run faster. They seem to have left in quite a hurry. And you guys just keep venturing west?
We
keep going?
Yeah, no.
I look around and stuff and follow the detritus. Follow the garbage.
Yeah.
As you guys run, it's several hour journey. You guys are nearing.
Is it nearing dusk? Is it time to go night-night?
No, you guys are nearing more early afternoon at this point. It's around 2 p.m. It's going to be the hottest part of the day.
Okay, but when was the last time my little nomad slept? I mean, the tall woman, she took a nap. I doubt tall, hard, and Rocky over here needs to sleep. But let me tell you, my little gnome eyes, they're getting heavy.
If you would like, you can attempt to take a short rest on the back of your giant friend.
No, I'm good.
All right.
We do need to stop soon. Could we find a spot in the thicket?
Yeah, as you guys run for a few hours, you do see seem to be like rolling hills and stuff. But as far as the eye can see, maybe like 3 or 4 miles down the road, you do see what appears to be a campsite.
With people in it?
It is several miles away. You see tents.
Oh, okay. Is there any like smoke or anything?
There does appear to be some smoke, yes.
Okay. If we can make it over there, that might be the Lost Tavern people.
Can we approach cautiously, like from the
Might be
edge,
guards.
to see if there are guards wearing brightly colored clothing, or if they're hooded figures carrying pickles?
Now comes my favorite part. If you guys could roll some stealth checks for me, please.
We've been so good at our rolls tonight.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with you guys.
11.
12.
A nat 20, but I have a -1, so 19.
Ooh, that 20 though. Yeah, you guys, you decide to take a little bit more time to this last few miles to this campsite, and you guys manage to kind of dodge between thicker brushes of grass and bush and stuff, and you guys approach very quietly. As you approach the tents, can I get a perception check from somebody? It doesn't matter who.
15.
15. As you approach, you see a nomadic sort of people. There is kobolds, there is gnolls, there is dwarves, there's even some humans in there too. It just seems to be a hodgepodge of people. You do see some kenkus, and they all seem to just be building a makeshift campsite.
Do we recognize anybody from the tavern?
From the tavern itself, you do not recognize anyone from the tavern.
I start walking up to the campsite.
Yes,
I
we
follow. I straight up behind, wearing my brightly colored cloak. I'm peacocking.
we find that mate.
As you approach, you hear a very familiar guard's voice say, "Ah, there they are!"
Didn't we just leave you?
Shit.
There's no way.
He probably has horses.
As a kenku walks up to you and says, "Ah, there they are!
Oh, you little shit.
There they are!"
Little bird, I would suggest getting a new voice.
New voice.
Thank you for that. We should
You almost became
have to be
KFC.
here. Somebody we can talk to.
Talk to.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you show me?
Show me. And he starts walking towards the center where...
Oh my god, that's so adorable.
no joke. I have always wanted to play a kenku in a campaign, but I did it for a one shot, and the only thing people ever said to me were swears. So for the entire campaign, fuck, the entire time.
Sounds about right.
As the kenku approaches, you see a staggering amount of people who are injured, who are sick. It seems to be most people they don't appear scared or anything. They are just living their lives here, tending to their hurt. And you do see one woman who stands out of the rest. She is a little bit taller, and she is half orc. And the kenku walks up to her and says, "There they are. Show me."
I want one. It is so cute.
She turns around and says, well, what do we have here?
My
Hello.
lady. I am a gnome. I am Jenan the ferret. And I am very concerned by the lack of The lack of the place, it was trashed. What happened to the bar? It was nice.
Oh, well, the bar was found. We had someone sell out our place of relaxation, and it was raided. And we lost a lot of people. A lot of people were taken for the
Do
festival.
you know where your master is?
Oh, honey, we don't have time for that out here.
What do you mean?
I think she
taken
was
to
saying
the
code.
festival?
She's not interested in that whole. Never mind.
I'm gonna pat him on the head. Oh, he's asleep upstairs. This seems to be. Sorry, that voice actually hurts my throat. This is. We're outside, honey. We are not hiding. We don't need codes. People can walk in and kill us if they want to.
But I do not want them to.
Say what?
Who, me?
Yes,
Or-
I didn't hear what you said. No, I didn't hear
I
what you
do
said.
not want them to walk in and kill me.
No, neither do we. I'm just saying that the code is for our protection, and as you can see, we have none.
This makes sense.
Who are you?
My name is Pastel, and I was the vice president of our little chapter in Kaimel, and, well, we have protocol. When we got raided, we come here. We are just outside the city limits. The guards do not care about our kind out here.
So you just live out here? What about
For now.
food? Medicine?
Oh, well, we grabbed a few barrels of pickles on our way out.
I could
Sorry.
penicillin.
We grabbed a few pickles on our way out, and we have protocols, as I'm sure you know, where we have this spot. People stay here all the time, keep the campsite clear from other people, and rations and medicine if we need it.
Well, I am a man of my word. I am a man who helps men and women and those in need of pickles. Is there anything I can do? I am the ferret. I'm here to help.
Do you have any medicinal experience?
I mean, I some may say I am a doctor, some may not, but it was just yesterday that I helped this young woman who was passed out.
Oh, well, you can help the others with assisting the wounded.
Okay, I am going to start walking in that direction and loincloth off.
No! I was gonna try to stop that.
What do you do to try to stop it?
I was gonna, before he leaves, I was gonna be like, keep the clothes on this time.
Do you listen?
Loincloth off!
Oh, what a strange man.
You might
Yeah,
want
there
to...
is only one person in this camp who actually thinks he's a medicine man.
Yes. You might want to stop him from putting that dirty loincloth on somebody's face.
Oh, honey, we just came from the sewer. I'm sure no one is actually caring at this point. We all lost people.
I'm sorry for that. We will
Well-
trade whatever help we can, and just for a night's rest with you, and possibly some food.
Well, what ours is yours, and you can keep your stuff, I guess. We are just here to gather, wait for the festival to be over. We were trying to lay low during the festival. As you'd probably noticed, there wasn't much cannon activities going on, but a few of the younger crowd decided to make a protest, a giant scene, and it ended poorly for them and for us. The younger group just don't understand.
The cannons need to keep an eye on those ones. We're starting to see two different groups now.
Unfortunately, yes. But feel free to stay. Is there anything you guys are needing in particular? Where are you guys heading off to?
We haven't decided that yet. We are hoping to find you first.
Well, congratulations. Well,
Does-
I'm gonna...
Does she know about? This is not a character. Who do we try to save? Bayrun.
Beirun?
Beirun.
We're off.
Was only Yenin who was looking for him, or was somebody else looking for him too?
Jenan has Beirun sent a letter to Jenan, who is the ferret, because the ferret. Actually, I'm not sure if you know the ferret's history at all. I don't think that's been discussed.
It's a stinky animal. They kind of smell bad. You know, whatever.
But no, the ferret was hired to look for Beirun, or Beirun hired the ferret to look for his daughter.
Okay, gotcha. So she doesn't care about him at all.
She would, to the extent that people are going missing in the city, and she didn't know why.
Okay.
They're still trying to figure out why people are going missing. Their kind, the undesirables in this city, do go missing quite often, so it's not relatively uncommon, but it's still concern how frequent it was.
We can rest here for tonight. Tomorrow morning, I believe we should talk. I think we have information for you.
Well, as you can see, we have pickles to suffice your hunger. We have beds to suffice your exhaustion. We have a soul reader to ease your mind. And if you need any material or weapons or anything like that, we can see what we have.
This soul reader, what does she do?
Oh, well, she can see the strings of destiny and time, according to her. I personally have never gone to her. I don't believe in such nonsense.
And has she read dreams before?
Oh, according to her, yes.
Where is she?
She's going to gesture behind her to this. It looks to be a more permanent structure out of this entire thing. If you guys take a glance at it, you'll see that she actually resides here full time. She doesn't live in the sewers. It is a little thicketed hutch. What are those things called?
Hutch? The little, like a hut?
Like a lean-to. Oh, hut. That's what I'm thinking. Hut. I put a CH on there for no reason. A little thicketed hut.
A nice little
Hutch
China
is
hut.
still a word.
Yeah, but that's just like a thing that you put things in, like China.
Yeah.
I would like to walk back up, loincloth securely intact in place, wiping my hands off on my beautiful cloak. I have done all I can do. The power of Uthgar compel you.
They seem more upset than they were before.
But they live.
They live.
They leave. This is nice.
I'm just going to be here taking care of them if you guys need anything. And she continues to go to them and what you guys recognize as lay on hands to the wounded.
I mean, I just see she touching them, they feel better. She a
Glowing
lady of
hands.
the evening.
Using force healing.
He's
All right,
good
what do you guys
and
do?
powerful. Okay, what do we do? We can take a nap. We can eat.
I'm going to go see the dream woman. What was her title?
The soul reader.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Soul reader.
Can I get a perception check now that you guys are inside this little town?
All of us?
One will do, if you roll high enough.
Can
By
I
the
just
way,
help?
Yeah, you can just help whoever's rolling.
Yeah, I can roll.
Garçon, advantage. Ooh, look at that 18.
Okay, we'll do it with advantage. Okay, I'm taking the first roll.
18. As you look around this town, as I said, it's somewhat permanent. It seems to be a backup place for if things go wrong in the city. It's far enough away from the city to where the guard.
What the hell was that?
That was his wife. I didn't even see her come in.
I didn't see
She
it.
scared me. She scared me. We need to get a clip of that.
That was
Someone clip that.
so
Oh.
good.
Well, we know Mrs. K is going to go and clip it for herself.
Yeah. And
Mrs.
it was
K, we love you.
Bunch who convinced her to do it.
We have the best clip of Kupla, absolute terror in his eyes, as I'm actually convinced he peed himself.
Impressive.
A boy never tells.
As you look around this town, as you know, this continent isn't all like Kaimel. Kaimel is one of the few places where undesirables are not allowed. It's a very corrupt city. But outside of Kaimel, it's mostly safer of all creatures. And this is one of those places that, what?
So I'm confused. I mean, I was hoping. Are we going to? Do they need our help? Or are we just trying to figure out what we do next? Are you guys going to accompany me down to where I was headed? I mean,
Well, I was describing the city.
We're
You're
allowed
now.
to rest here for the night.
Tomorrow we'll talk more with Pastel.
I mean,
Worf
you
wants
just
to go
assume we're a
see-
group, but I just met you people, and this is crazy. But I just
You
met you.
are welcome to return where you came from, Ferret.
Oh, the shade.
To be fair, she got ball sweat. Wake up.
That is true.
To be fair, my wife did too. I don't know what that means, but I liked it.
I don't need to hear your life, Luke.
I do believe I just lost all my viewers in my chat.
You're welcome. They all came to me. So who is visiting the Soul Reader?
I'm gonna
Me.
cautiously
Follow Worf over there.
You see an old woman, human,
I'm following too, so.
maybe 4'1", tiny old lady. She is just sitting there on her chair, staff in one hand, and you're not sure if she's breathing or
She asked you
snoring.
to sniff her fingers. Run.
She is not asked to look at your fingers. No.
Does she look like one of those shrine finger maidens in Elden Ring?
She
The ones with the
looks like
staff?
one of the the finger maidens, but she's not going to lick your fingers,
Oh,
unfortunately.
man. Disappointed.
Your toes are not safe, though.
Oh, the feet kink.
Well, hey, we all know that Nerdy Cat has a feet kink because she was the first girl in our Discord to post feet pics.
You posted feet pics?
She
There's
did.
more?
No,
Well,
no,
this
you're
is
the only one.
totally gonna have to be cut out of the video on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Just a little side story. Caitlin got drunk, and then actually Moon, who's in my chat now, Moon, say hi. He said, "How much for feet pics?" I said $5.
Oh, Moon. Hi, Moon.
And he's donated $5, so she sent pictures of her feet to the Discord.
Yeah, that happened.
It was great. She was wearing socks though, so it was just more of a giant joke. But she posted it in the food channel.
These little piggies.
Yeah.
Uh,
My
James-
husband wasn't happy about that.
No, he was very upset about that.
Not happy
oh, I'm
about
sure.
that.
Give him $5. Just give him the $5 and then he'll be fine.
I'm not giving him the $5. No, I kept the $5. They paid
Oh,
me
you got the
$5.
She didn't even get the 5?
I didn't give her shit.
Wow.
She was drinking. We were playing Apex. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
All right, so this old finger maiden is sitting there, and all you hear is. You cannot tell if she's breathing or snoring.
Excuse me, ma'am. Are you the soul reader?
I have been known to read a soul.
Is it? What is your
Okay.
name, ma'am? Is it the Billabong?
My name is Letrek.
Is that spelled with one k or two?
You're funny. She's gonna tap you on the top of the head. Funny, where'd you find the funny little man?
Do not encourage him, ma'am. I would like my soul read, if that is possible.
There is 2 ways to do this. You can let me touch your soul, or touch your blood.
Since I do not have the latter, the former will have to do.
Come close.
I hesitantly step forward.
As you approach her,
Is she reaching for the foot?
she's not reaching for his foot. No. As you approach her, she puts both of her hands on your chest, and then starts feeling around you. Oh, you have a time string that was cut and tied back together. You're an interesting one, man of two lives.
Thank you. What can you tell me about my past life?
Yes, and what kind of knot did they use?
A bowline knot, if you must know. Now hush up. I see. A man of the sword. You hold in your hand the strings of many lives you have cut short, and many lives that you've held together. What do you want to know about your past? The strings you've cut, or the strings you've held together?
I'm confused.
The ones I've held together.
You have an entire generation of people whose lives are all thanks to you. You battled to defend and also to conquer. You didn't serve, you led.
Led who? And why?
My eyes are a little tired tonight, honey. Think about those things and we'll talk again some other time.
He looks as confused as I do.
Now you. And he points right to you, Cara. You're an interesting little one.
What do you know?
I only know what I see. And your lifeline is no longer gold.
What is it?
Crimson. Come here.
Did you say that it was a he?
It's a she.
I step forward very cautiously.
She's going to touch your face. And then touch your shoulders. No. And then grab your hand and hold it in hers. Put her hand on top. Nope, other way. I didn't say other hand, I said other way. There we go. Oh. You have touched darkness. Not recently, but in your life. You have a strange path ahead of you. One that might not be your own.
No. Can she be redeemed from this darkness?
I cannot see the strings of the future as well as I can see the strings of the past.
So
Is this about my
you're not saying
tree?
once you go dark, you never go back.
I will say, and she starts with one hand, that she has one hand still on top. Her lifeline splits. You have a direction ahead of you. Make sure, and her eyes open extremely wide, you choose the right one. As she releases her hand, you are holding the red stone.
Wait.
How did you
wasn't
do
it in
that?
the box?
Is this about the stone? Is this about the dream I had?
Was that in the box?
It was in the box.
I opened the box. Is it not there?
Tell
It's
me what's
not
in the
there.
box.
1 second, my dog's destroying something.
As,
She fainted.
Gone to
Now
black.
now
Like the
you,
stone.
my colorful ferret, you are living a life that was there for you. Never let people say you weren't destined for where you are now.
The ferret does great things. Thank you very much.
I'm tired now.
I immediately grab the box and put the stone in and close it.
You were holding it in your hand? That's what happened,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
The stone is magic.
Or she is magic.
I don't know what it is, but I can't look at it right now.
I wish the
No!
robot was magic too.
Wait, was the stone black before, or was it always red?
It was always red.
Always red, okay.
Yeah.
As the VOD will show.
I sure hope the VOD shows it red. I had red in my notes.
I'm sure it was.
I'm gonna go get a drink and take a very long rest.
Oh, I thought you were saying like right now. I'm like, I gotta pee.
No.
Okay, so I do believe we should take a long rest. We should all bunker down, find a nice area, a cot. Maybe I string up my cloak between 2 barrels of pickles. I take a nap.
As you guys look around, there are a few places to relax and a few places to rest and a few places to eat. A makeshift tavern made from pickle barrels and alcohol barrels are just set up with a board on top if you want to get some drink and food. Nothing lavish, of course. There is even a guy banging away on an anvil with a campfire who can make you some weapons, or you can see his wares. He is a what are they called?
Blacksmith?
He's a no. What's the creature called?
Oh.
Khajiit, but D&D. Tabaxi. He's a Tabaxi.
Yeah.
There we go. Tabaxi, and there are some empty cots laying around, or you see some people who are just stringing up some ropes between some trees and putting a blanket over it as a makeshift tent. This is your new town, and it is called the Resting Place of the Four Daggers. And,
Take it, we had a long rest.
Yes.
well, it all depends on what you guys are wanting to do. Are you guys wanting to take some time to rest at the tavern and talk to some locals, or are you guys? It is still midday. It's around 4 p.m. now.
Yes, I want to go talk to Mr. Khajiit. Tabaxi, whatever they're called.
As you walk
the
up,
bartender Tabaxi. Okay, I'm like, how do you
the
know his
blacksmith
name?
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi.
That one. Yes, that one.
Yes.
As you approach the Tabaxi, he says, "Well, I've got wares if you've got coin."
I was legit gonna ask if Tabaxi has wares. That's hilarious. Do you have wares for something of my size?
Yeah. What are you looking for?
I need some armor. It's something.
I wouldn't say we got anything super special. We got some leather armor, we got some plate armor, and it's got some tunics. So it's kind of about it.
You have a drink. That's all I need.
He's gonna point you to the kids just got home. Can you guys hear? The row of pickle and ale jars or barrels that have a table over it. That's gonna be over there.
Thank you. I go over there.
Alright.
I follow. I mean, I have nothing better to do.
So you're looking for leather?
Leather can work.
Alright. cost you about 2 silver.
I can do that.
All right. You're gonna see him go back and like start clipping at a piece of armor and sewing 2 pieces of armor together
Sure.
to be your size.
Yeah, perfect.
You looking for anything else? Any weapons? Women?
You know what?
I don't have the women, but
Can I wander back over?
yes.
I don't want your women.
Wait, there's women?
I
No,
am
no.
fine.
Do you have shields? Do you have a shield?
Oh, hi, buddy. Yeah, we have a shield. It's just a basic wooden shield.
Are you interested in trade?
You buying?
I am buying a shield. I have a couple of daggers I can trade.
What are you guys trading? What do you got to trade? Sorry, the kids are distracting me. I didn't hear you.
2 common daggers.
Throw in a silver and you got yourself a deal.
Okay, so I get a shield
You get a shield and lose 2 daggers.
and a silver.
So now we're gonna fast forward. We're gonna jump over to Kate as you approach.
Got that in my shield.
You have your shield, yes. As you approach the bar, you see the Kenku. Look what we got here.
Hello again. I need a drink. Whatever you have.
Drink. He's gonna take his little talon, take a cup, and dip into one of the barrels and hand it to you. Drink.
Perfect. How much?
Silver.
Silver? Silver. That I can give you.
Drink.
I take the drink and I give him 1 silver.
Drink. They can't say much.
Yeah. Thank you.
They can only parrot what they've heard.
Are you guys looking for anything else, or are you guys going to start winding down for the evening and taking
mean-
your long rest?
I'm getting ready to take my long rest. I've got my shield, I've got my shorts, and a possible pickle.
You definitely have pickles.
Yes.
Are you guys bunking together, taking shifts, or bunking separately?
Is there... You said that there's cots laid out.
Yep, there are cots. They're out in the open. There's not really much cover. There's a few that are in like little huts, but those, as you observe, tend to be more reserved for women and children.
I mean, she is woman. I can pass as child.
You could.
Excuse me. You are sleeping far, far away from me.
That is rude. We need body heat for warmth. Fine, I get into my hammock, my makeshift
You
hammock.
can go
and-
sleep with Worf. I'm sure he would like a friend.
I don't need sleep. Not in the way that you think. So the answer is no.
So what are you sleeping? Tall woman scary thing.
I am going to take my drink and go over here and sleep with the women and children.
Okay,
And unless I was incorrect this morning, you do not fit in with the women and children.
I think she just called you a man.
yeah, she did.
Yes, she did.
Wait, where did the Kenku hear that one from before? Okay, Worf, where are you bunking down?
I was just gonna go sit somewhere.
I'm going to go find 2 barrels close to where he's sitting, make my hammock, and sleep with my backpack behind my head.
All right. Nerdy Cat, are you bunking down for the night as well?
Yep. I'm gonna cuddle with my drink and take small sips until I pass out.
All right. Can you do a Constitution check for me?
Yeah, of course.
Come on, 3.
12.
12. You start taking a sip, and this ale tastes sour, so sour. And then like there's a chunk in it, and you don't understand why. And then you recall that Kenkus are very literal creatures. As you said, I'll take anything. And he dipped it in the pickle barrel.
I'm sorry, my dog's trying to chew on my toes right now. What just happened?
Your drink is sour. It is not good ale. It tastes almost like vinegar as you start drinking it, and a little chunk slides down your throat in an uncomfortable way. And then you recall what you said to the Kenku, who are very literal creatures of, I'll take anything. And he gave you an entire glass of pickle juice.
I get out of my hammock and I walk over to Jenan. I was like, here, you can finish this drink for me.
Oh, thank you. Yes, this is nice. Yes, I like these. Thank you. Swallowed my
Jenan,
pickles.
you see Jenan laying there, sipping it as if it was the best tea ever made for him, pulling a pickle from his back pocket, dunking it in there, and eating it.
God. It's cursed.
You guys are now taking your long rest. I assume, Worf, you are kind of keeping watch, or are you going into the hibernation mode and like
It's
kind of sleeping?
so. I mean, that's what it is. But like, I'm still fully conscious. I can see and hear everything.
But you
I
can't
look
do
like a
perception
statue.
checks.
I look like a statue. Yeah.
So you can't actively do things like perception checks. But you cannot be surprised. Pretty much was what it's saying, I believe.
I think so.
Yeah. So you're like comatose, but very easily alerted.
Kind of. I can see and hear as normal, but I can't just like.
But you can't be
No.
scanning. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Is it the same? So the. Okay, never mind. I'm past
Warforges
my
are
hammock.
interesting. A lot of DMs don't like using Warforges. I personally don't mind them. Like, I don't really care if you guys sleep or eat, or if you guys eat something rancid. I don't really care that much. It's up to you guys. It's more for flavor. But a lot of DMs think that Warforges are weird because they don't sleep.
I just don't
Yes,
understand
they
how a Warforged sorcerer works.
It's
You'll find out.
Yes. It's interesting
Yeah.
so far.
Warforges are unique constructs.
Okay, well, the ferret is passed out.
All right.
I figure we're in a big
Who's Cara?
encampment with a lot of people. I'm just going night-night.
All right, you guys can all take your long rests. As Worf, as you can see and hear, and you can't. It's more like when you're zoning out. The noises are still there. You can't pick anything out, and you can't really
Sure.
focus on anything. But you do kind of things catch your eye every once in a while. You'll see a patrol of guards with wolves come close to the camp and stop short and walk away, and then some people coming back, sneaking through the brush as they are escaping the city, trickling in some injured. You do see a few times where guards get really close to the camp, and the leader, Pastel, will walk up to them and converse with them in a friendly manner, and they'll walk away. But the night goes pretty easily. It doesn't seem to be any sort of hitch. And you guys awake sometime later, early morning. Sun is rising. Dew is on the ground. There's a little piece of pickle on Yenen's lip.
Wake up. Is there like a water basin nearby or something?
There is a small creek that, depending on where you are in the river, is different utilities. Washing yourself is the highest part of the river. Washing the centrals for clothes, and the last part is for secretions of the body.
Going to the first one to clean all the sewage and everything else off of me.
All right. I will let you know it is not a very private place. It is about 30 feet away from the main camp.
Okay. Well, I'm not taking my clothes off.
Okay.
So just wash my hair and what grime I can.
And what are the rest of you guys doing?
I head to the middle section of the creek to take off my loincloth, dip, scrub, wipe.
Fair enough. Gotta get that pickle juice off. Ew, you just wiped your own pickle juice on your pickle juice face. And Worf, what are you doing?
Looking at the disgusting human-like creatures and walking away, I guess.
Are you heading out of the camp?
No. Just, I don't know,
is
walk around camp, I guess. Just see what's up.
Yeah, it seems to be relatively chill here. You do see Pastel continue to tend to the sick. You see a few people gathering together to make communal breakfast. There's going to be a kind of buffet, and you see the spirit reader has now moved from the inside of her tent to the outside of her little hut, and is just sitting there, still making that guttural noise where you don't know if she's asleep or dying.
Sure.
I go over to the breakfast. Once I'm clean, I go over to the breakfast area
Okay.
to get food.
Get food. All right. They are serving nothing really special. You do see a few chickens wandering around, so there is some freshly made eggs. And there are no luxuries. There are no seasonings, no cheeses or anything, but basic things like there are some livestock there, some pigs. So you have some ham and some eggs.
Would I know where the ferret family home is?
You wouldn't know off the top of your head, but you do know that there are the ferret name holds a lot of prestige in various cities to where there is specific lodgings, usually 5-star hotels, where they reserve a room for well-established families such as the ferret.
Okay. Okay, so I'm our tall metallic man and tall angry lady in the same area?
Yeah, well, the Warforged does not need to eat breakfast. You can for
You see, they're for moral support.
yeah. Well, it depends. Where are you? Where do you want to be?
Breakfast. You got this.
Just starts playing Eye of the Tiger through his mouth.
Yeah.
Which, I didn't know this. Eye of the Tiger wasn't in Rocky until the 3rd movie. Eye of the Tiger was originally written for Karate Kid.
Interesting.
It blew my mind when I found that out today. Anyway.
Did you ever watch The Karate Kid? The original?
I did. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't like the one.
And the
I
second
don't like the new one. Oh, yeah.
I mean, I like the second, or the new one, not the second one.
Cobra Kai sucks.
Don't say that to Miss K.
Oh, oopsie.
Mrs. Cobra Kai.
She,
All right, what are you guys doing?
Binge watch it. I'm going to approach the metal man and the tall, scary lady, and say, okay, do we have plan? I mean, what are you guys doing? My job seems to be done here. I helped Baron. No, he was reunited with his daughter. Unfortunately, not on this plane of existence. Uthgar be damned, but you know.
Need to talk to Pastel and let her know what we found at the ruins, but I'm going to be going after these cultists. What they're doing here is disgusting.
Yes. Yes, this is good. Yeah, I like the way you're thinking. Yes, I think we should take out the cultists. Do we
I
have
thought you
any
said your
leads?
job was done here, though.
The reason I was summoned here is done. But, the greater threat, the ferret will help. Yes, this is the way.
You do realize that you're probably not getting paid for this, though, right?
I do not need money. I am the ferret.
He's paid in friendship.
Anywhere that there is disgrace and dishonest and danger, the 3 Ds, the ferret is there. The ferret is here to help.
And what about you, Worf? Are you gonna join us on another
On a
trip?
noble journey, my noble Steve.
I don't have anywhere else to be. As long as I can find out more of my past, I am free to join you.
Yes, and
Speaking
find out
of which,
how
what
that
did-
bow and knot is holding up.
What did the
What?
soul reader mean?
I'm still trying to find that out myself.
I
But
didn't-
I get these occasional memories that are not mine. And I'm seeking to...
Is it like a membership
understand.
service or?
Yes, it is very expensive. The bandwidth is my brain. I'm not a fan of it.
Did not know Toaster said souls.
I have not heard something like that. It's very interesting.
Do a history check.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
She has, in fact, heard of a toaster.
With a soul. The brave little toaster.
Brave little. I was just gonna say that. My gosh. 10. War forges are relatively known, but not common at all. They were used in the Great Shattering of.
The Elden Ring.
No, it's actually called the Shattering in the Tal'dori. I'm not joking. I know. The Great Shattering, where there was a war of the gods over this entire place. I know. This is the plot line of Elden Ring. But no, this is Tal'dori lore. Warforges were old great warriors who had passed in battle. They would take their souls and put them back into constructs, capture their souls. And so it is impossible to know where his soul originally comes from at the moment where it's at now. But he is eons year old.
A journey of self-discovery.
Sounds like a great coming of age tale.
Yes. So anyways, that is...
Okay.
I am hoping that perhaps experiences with you two can trigger future events. Because I had one earlier.
I'm not too experienced, but I do what I can. Chat, is Luke and I frozen
I'm not frozen.
on my stream?
Let it go.
Guys, I had a discovery about that song, not that, but about Frozen. You know that when they sing the song "Love is an Open Door."
Okay, we're back. Okay, we're fine.
It's significant because Elsa always had the door closed, and so to Anna, love is literally opening a door. Her sister opening the door would have been love to her, and that's why that song is so significant.
All they have to be doing is moving the piece of wood.
Can I come out into the out now? All right. You guys are rested, fed, not bedded. That was your choice. What do you guys want? You said you were wanting to find the Pastel, the leader, correct?
Yeah, the pastel goth.
She is sitting near the main campfire, just eating her breakfast.
I walk over there.
I follow.
You didn't follow.
Hello, young little beast.
Hi.
Her or me?
Her.
Okay.
You're my little ferret.
The ferret knows.
Is a ferret not a beast?
No, the ferret is a man.
no.
I am the ferret.
I don't think ferret is a man. I think they're little rat snakes.
Have you seen him?
You
She
are
points.
not wrong.
What can I do for you, my little shifter?
Anyway. We found out why the others were going missing.
Oh?
There is some form of cultist activity going on in Kaimel and neighboring cities. We were not able to get to the source of it, I do not believe, as there seems to be many branches. But they summoned this evil creature easily. We want to get down to the bottom of it, but you need to keep your people safe.
And what makes you think Kymel is part of this?
Because there was a cultist leader in a mirror labeled Kymel.
I thought there wasn't. I thought there was a mirror for. There wasn't one for Kymel. There was one for 4 other major cities, right?
Vasselheim, Whitestone, Stilben, and Kymel.
So okay.
So there was one for Kymel, yes.
But, okay. Imsari.
Being so close to Kymel, I would suggest even moving for now.
Well, what were they doing?
They were summoning a great terror.
They were sacrificing
Yes, they killed
children
They killed they killed Baron and his daughter.
and his daughter.
Poor Baron. Ah, I'm glad he's finally at peace, though, with his daughter.
Yes, he is in pieces. Over there, and up there.
Jenan!
Very insensitive little one.
Well, so how will you find this cult leader in Kymel?
I think I have some friends there who might be able to help us. But there is no way to let this rest. I will figure this out.
Well, you are kind of the worst group to get into Kymel right now. I mean, the gnome obviously wouldn't have too hard of a time. He's human enough. If you covered your ears and stopped waggling your tail, maybe you could get in there. I'm not sure how they'll react to a man of stone.
The Iron Forge has proven his honor and trustworthiness. I do not believe that we could, in good faith, leave him behind.
Well, I'm just not sure how you'll walk through a city with him. I'm not sure how they will react. It'll have to be something you have to test.
I am aware.
Some adventures.
But do you need anything for your trip?
Directions?
Well, the way you came is back to Kymel. She points to a path to Kymel.
I mean, is there any other way into the city that the guards might not know about?
Unfortunately, that was the sewers until one of the knives struck a deal and ratted us out.
The knives.
Dagger?
One of the daggers. I apologize. Yes, one of the daggers.
One of the stabbies ratted you all out.
There's no way.
He was captured and put in the Colosseum. It was that or his life. Not Colosseum. Yeah, what was it called? Crucible. So that was like a game for... What is the game called? I guess it's just called the Colosseum, whatever.
Yeah. You know, 2 no mentor, 1 gnome leave.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what you're telling me is there is no way for a group of not humans to get in undetected from the very clear human guards.
Well,
is this correct? Yes?
as I said, a gnome should have no problem. Gnomes are not necessarily looked down upon. You're a noble gnome.
Well, actually, yes, we are very looked down upon. Because
shifter,
everyone is so goddamn tall.
Does it smell funny down there for you?
Only when you fart.
Fair enough. A shifter might have some difficulty, but if you keep your head down and your hood up, I do know that one of our knives, Shepherd, was able to get in and out of the city without much difficulty. Yeah, he's in the city now doing some reconnaissance for us.
No.
Worf, do you have like a luggage mode or something? We can just wheel you behind us.
You're not talking about the shepherd, are you?
Oh, yes.
Colonel Shepherd?
Who is the
When did he-
shepherd?
When did he get into Kaimel?
I think about a week ago.
Does he have a flock of sheep? Is there something you're not telling us?
Do you know where he went?
I don't.
I'm confused.
I do know he.
Maybe it's the Messiah.
He came in with the other dagger who ratted us out, unfortunately, and they were just doing some reconnaissance of the casino. One was captured, one was not, and the one that was captured is the one who turned us in. Shepard seemed to know his way around the city fairly well, and he's able to conceal most of his features. My only concern is if you get into the city and your features are discovered in the middle of the city, a shifter would have a very difficult time.
Yes. We'll have to find Shepard. He'll have resources.
Okay. So, again, how do we get in? Do we go for the sewer again? And you'll pop up in the middle of the village?
It might be too dangerous.
Do we just walk
you guys
in the
can
front
be my
gate?
servants again.
I mean, I am the one of noble birth here. I'm the ferret.
I
So
am
would
curious.
you not be my servant?
No.
Yes, Miss Pastel Goth.
I am curious on what is in that box you have.
His name is Worf.
Something that brings a lot more trouble than good.
Do you want to leave it here on your expedition?
I got the distinct feeling from your soul reader that won't be a possibility.
Do you mind if I take a look?
I don't know if anyone should look in the box.
I'd have to agree with.
It so far has not brought anything good. Number one, it's not good, and anything that is in a black box is not good, obviously.
You might know what it is, though. Maybe.
She might also open up a portal to the abyss with it. We don't know what the hell it is.
Portal to the abyss, you say?
No.
He's fear-mongering.
Exaggeration.
It only knocked her unconscious for a little bit.
Yes, it's like a
And
roofie.
what is it?
Do not
It's
know.
some sort of strange dark magic.
It's an infinity stone.
Have you shown it to the seer to have her look at it?
Well, we didn't show it to her, but she saw it.
She knew we had it anyways.
Oh, that is very troubling. Are you sure I cannot see it?
Is magic. Is
I am.
But you're welcome to see it.
Are,
If the rest
are
of my
we just going to reach it out and pray out in public in the middle
No.
of
Do not leave it in the box. Do not touch.
Okay.
Watashi?
You can look at it. So I open up
shoot.
the chest.
She's gonna approach the chest and it's a rag.
Yes, well,
What do you mean is the rag? Is
It's a
black
velvet.
cloth.
It's-
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. good.
pinch the cloth
Just making
and
sure
shake
it
it
wasn't a
out.
loincloth.
She picks up the rag and shakes it out, and there's nothing in there. The box is empty.
Worf, what happened to the stone?
I do not know.
Worf, Cara.
I didn't steal it.
Where is the creepy rock of doom?
Where is? Did anybody? Were you talking to anybody last night? Was anybody near you?
No. Only one I believe who knows about this is the seer.
The seer took it.
Can I get a perception check from Worf and Jenan?
Okay. Hey,
9!
I got a 22.
Nice. As you start to look around, and as Cara is gesturing. You see she's holding it in her hand.
Cara.
Do
Take
me
a
a
deep
favor,
breath.
Cara, hands up, and peekaboo.
As she puts her hands up, she drops it to the ground.
How?
Okay. I go and pick it up with the cloth.
Okay.
I do not know what your attraction to this rock is, but I thought the girl's best friend was diamonds, not bloodstones.
I did. I swear.
Are you just holding it?
You're just
Yes.
holding it for a friend?
Just holding it. I'll show it to what's her name?
Pastel Goth.
Pastel.
Oh, that is quite interesting.
Yes, it teleports, I guess, and it seems to have some sort of, I don't know, maybe weird connection with our shifter friend here. I don't know if we left the box, if the stone would stay.
You think it keeps teleporting to the box?
No,
Out of
it
the
keeps
box.
teleporting out of the box.
This is the second time.
Oh,
It is.
can I touch it?
I would not recommend it, but I will not stop you. As long as you are aware,
I do
that
not know.
it-
Stone, do you consent?
could have some interesting side effect. Only one of us has touched it, and it put her unconscious.
I've just seen her touch it before. She was holding it just now.
Just letting you know what I saw.
I don't
Uh,
know
she-
if it is safe.
She's
Do not-
gonna
do not
reach
recommend.
out to gently touch it.
I'm gonna slap her hand away. Like quickly. You can't touch it. Please do not touch this.
Okay. I will not touch it.
For the safety of yourself and for the safety of the people in your care.
I would take this to the seer before you leave.
I mean, it is worth a shot.
Okay.
We can ask her. She saw it, but we didn't actually ask her anything about the stone. Who
Yes,
knows?
that is
Maybe
true.
she knows a way to, I don't know, to keep it away from your hands.
Yes, that is true. Thank you for the advice.
Good day.
We,
Uh,
I
We agree, so
thank
we
you,
do it?
Pastel, for everything that you've done and for keeping the people safe here. We will do what we can to make Kaimo a somewhat better place to return to.
We appreciate that. And tell Shepard that his efforts are not in vain.
After I... yes, I will tell the dog.
Wait,
Your
the shepherd
message.
is a dog?
the dog?
Yes. Yes, Shepard is like me, except for a dog. And
Oh.
he acts like one.
Oh,
So he pisses on everything.
does he play fetch?
You know, I haven't tried that yet, but you should definitely try that when we meet him.
Does he have a spot where if you itch, his leg just starts moving a lot?
I do not want to know how she found the spot, okay? Let us go find the creepy old lady, we show her the rock, and then we go beat the shit out of the cultists. Deal? Ready? Break!
Okay. I guess we're going to the lady.
She's just sitting there, rocking. She's not in a rocking chair. She is just rocking back and forth.
I do the same thing. One too many glasses of pickle juice.
Oh, my three strange friends. What can I do for you today, young one?
Do you know about the stone?
Do you want to play a game?
It is not a stone.
What is it?
It's bone. It is petrified bone.
From what?
What kind of bone is red? Wait. This is not a red rocket situation, is it?
She's gonna whack you on the head. Hush down.
Can you like 1d4 damage for that or something, please?
Yes, take 1d4 damage.
Roll it. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay, let's see if she hits you. Does a 15 hit?
No.
Damn it. She's gonna miss and just smack the dirt next to you.
Jeez.
She's blind. She's gonna hold out her hand.
By the power of the shield.
It's not fair,
Hand it
man.
here.
I got a 10.
Don't keep an old lady waiting. Hand it
Who
here.
has the rock? Give her
Sorry,
the stone.
I was not paying attention. I'll open the chest for her.
And she's gonna go in and pull it out. It's a bone. Betrayer god. During the Great War, this one god put fragments of his own body to the Titans. No, this is not Elden Ring lore, Garcon.
I didn't say anything.
Into the Titans that destroyed the world the first time around. You have found part of his soul.
The two said it was bone.
Gods are strange creatures. She's just like massaging this piece of bone in her hand.
These
I don't
feel good.
Oh, for these old bones, everything feels good. She winks at you.
Okay.
Why?
I'm uncomfy.
I don't feel a personal connection between you two.
Between me and the bone, or me and the...
What two?
Hush up. Between Cara and him. And she's gonna put it in your hand.
I don't. Why? Why does it keep appearing in my hand?
Branded onto your soul. If you get too far away, or if he senses someone taking him away, he will come back to you.
What if I don't want it?
Well,
The thing is evil.
No means no.
evil is just the absence of good. So,
Yes.
Okay,
If
so it
it's-
doesn't have any good in it.
but it's connected to your soul.
Does that make me evil?
Do you have good in you?
Yes.
Okay.
You
There was a
hesitated.
pause. There was a pause.
Have you communed with him?
Yes.
And what did he say?
That he wanted to consume me.
What else, child? You're leaving something out.
That he is my future.
I would take some time and talk to him again.
How?
I think you know.
Do I know? Do I know?
Does she know?
Have you tried talking to him yet?
What, talking to the rock? No. Okay. I take the rock in my hand. And
She's
I look at
talking
the
to
rest
a
of you
rock.
all,
Touching
and
a
I look
bone.
at the rock. What do you want from me?
I want
The rock is talking.
you to feed me.
Why?
I'm weak and scattered.
Why me?
Perfect soul. Innocence with history. You understand tragedy, yet have hope for the future. And that is delicious when I see that melt away.
I shove the rock back into the box.
I'm going to shut it, and I'm going to wrap my cloak around the box and say, earmuffs, earmuffs. I think we should destroy this thing.
But did we hear all that, or was that just telepathic?
Just in her head.
Never mind, then that doesn't happen.
Yes. Okay. That's what I was thinking.
Even
How is
Even-
communicating with this thing any good?
as you're saying that, you still hear a voice in your head. We're one soul, not one body.
So, is anything happening, Cara? The look on your face does not look good.
It spoke back to me.
All good things, I hope.
All bad things.
Oh,
C- come here, child. She's gonna put her hand on your chest. Oh. You have been scarred by his accursed attunement. You can use him or let him use you. If you look at your character sheet, under inventory, you'll see that you have a permanent attunement to this stone.
Who is he?
It doesn't show attunement.
Definitely should.
I don't see attunement.
Very bottom.
I see attunement, but I don't see attunement. Like an item in attunement.
Oh, I put it in your inventory today. Oh, hold on.
but did you attune her to it? You have to
I
choose
did.
an
I
item from the right.
deleted it
Items
Why
require
did you delete it?
because I thought I had accidentally put something in there. I'm very well known for accidentally clicking things on here. Sorry.
Hold on.
Through all of your plans.
I was gonna be
I
so
was like, I
cool.
don't remember putting this in my pocket.
Okay, so that should be there. That should be there. Okay, now if I refresh, I should be able to put things in your inventory.
I apologize. I've ruined the moment.
Okay, if you look now, before you deleted it, you'll see the red horn of Shroud. It's supposed to be bone, but I put horn because it sounded cooler.
That's a good one. Ooh.
Guys, I'm scared about the evil rock bone.
I'm scared about the evil rock bone.
That is where we're going to end it tonight.
But I have so many questions.
Okay, you can ask your questions.
I don't know who he is, so I don't know if this has been explained already or I missed it. But who is he?
Long ago, when the gods first formed this world, everything was perfect. Then came the elves, a masterful creation, and the humans and the dwarves. But then they started fighting. And a few gods didn't think the world was worth it anymore. They wanted to move on to a different reality, start over. And this started a war amongst the gods. Betrayer gods, as they're known for now, created titans, parts of them, world destroyers, apocalyptic beings. And the other gods protected all living life in one city, the birthplace of all life on this world, Vasselheim. Eventually, the gods determined there was no way to allow their presence on this earth and their creations to live. And thus came the shattering. A border between the gods' world and ours was formed, so no god could walk on the earth. This is legit lore, by the way.
Sure.
But a few pieces of the betrayer gods still lay in this earth, remnants of the titans. I don't know which god, betrayer god, you hold, but you hold part of his soul now.
Were any of them like color coded? Like, was there a red one, a blue one, a yellow one?
There was one that had all five. The great mother of dragons, Tiamat.
Oh no.
About to call her an ally, but never mind.
She was one of the worst of the betrayer gods. Now only lesser gods can wander through the fields with you and I. If I had to guess, I would say someone's trying to shatter the barrier between the gods' world and our own.
This is not good. Oh my god, can you imagine the taxes? Okay, I mean...
Would they require human help to shatter the barrier?
They cannot affect it. There is many gods, and only a few betrayer gods.
This is some deep shit.
And that is where we'll end it tonight.